welcome to game number 7 of the For the Win 40 finals between the Cyan Allies player. It is YuiYui and the yellow Soviet player on the right of Temple Prime. It is Dimon. 3-3 in the finals. Couldn't ask for closer finals between these two players. Here we go, game number 7. It looks like YuiYui is going for a fast airfield build again. Are we going? And there it. Oh, here we go. It's going to be a one refinery cryocopter vindicate. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be a one refinery single airfield base push out of YuiYui here. As you can see, building these walls here, Not going to have the walls for his refinery in time. Bears could potentially block it. He's not looking to go for the long game here. He's going for the short game. There it is. MCV packs up, pushes forward, while we see 2 barracks out of Dimon. It's going to be looking probably to go for both the oil derricks, while at the same time getting a huge army of conscripts along the map to see whatever damage he can get done. He's going to move in, and he's not easily going to be able to pick off this airfield. But he's not going to be able to, he's going to have to get some damage done. Now he has a choice. He can either stay back and deal with the MCV, which is probably going to be placed around about here or here, or he can go into the main base and deal with the economy, deal with the aircraft. Generally, what you want to do is stay back, deal with what's on the front line first, and once you have enough left, then go into the main base and force and do a little bit of economic harassment. 3rd barracks coming down out of Dimon here, looking to continue the infantry production and get a very heavy amount of conscripts out. But as you can see, moving just roundabout to where I was seeing before, moving roundabout here will allow him to build a forward airfield, turrets in the front line next to the main base of Dimon, and also even the refinery in the water. It's a very powerful position for him to be in. Now he's getting up to the super reactor. So going to be similar to what we've seen in previous games, where YuiYui has done a similar build to this. So he's going for the super reactor, probably going to be going for an airfield soon after this with a heavy amount of flak troopers, and try to go for the twin blades, try to go for the MiGs. So 4 Vindicators are out in the field, but at the moment they've all got a very long bombing run. They need to be on a forward airfield for them to do a lot of damage. Naval Yard indeed coming out this time, so we're going to be seeing the Akula subs out in play, which is a very good move against someone who's gone for an airfield in the water over here. I definitely agree with that. But not having built the airfield on the front line here, and going for the refinery instead, what his plan here is, he's trying to make Dimon overcommit on his infantry. But instead, he's just going for kind of an economic play in a very strange roundabout way. But now I think he's just seen the naval yard. Yeah, he sees the naval yard now, so he knows what's coming. He knows what is coming his way. But he doesn't have anything to defend against the Akula subs. Trying to move into the main base. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe he's going to try to move into position to build turrets next to all these refineries, but he's not going to be able to defend against Akula subs. Maybe he doesn't think there's a super reactor out yet, but there is. And a super reactor, if it gets down, there it is, an Akula sub. If an Akula sub gets next to the airfield, when the Vindicators are out of position, there's going to be nothing he can do against that. I think he's sacrificing the airfield, sacrificing this refinery for a different positioning on the airfield or something. I'm trying to figure out what Yui's plan is. And I can't do it. I don't know what he's doing. Trying to keep this collective out for as long as possible. Trying to make him start off to make him emerge from the water so we can get the 4 bombing runs off. But as the naval yard has gone down, it will mean this is the only Akula sub that he has to deal with. As there is a naval yard, he can potentially deal with this. With the hydrofoil and the Riptide, he can potentially deal with this Akula sub. But he has to be careful not to have this ultra-torpedoed. All this, as it doesn't emerge from the water, it can stay submerged and unattackable from the Vindicators. So airfield is now out in the field. We'll be seeing some twin blades very soon. Twin Blades for some flak drops around the back of the map, taking out some of the economy of Demon, of YuiYui even. Yeah, there is the first Twin Blade. And there is the first, there is the base push finally starting. Turret gets placed down, barracks gets placed down, and there is a couple of Riptides to try and help it out here. But there is so much infantry out of Demon, pushes forward, tries to take on the turret, takes huge amounts of damage very early on. Two Twin Blades in the mix as well, take down both of the Riptides very, very quickly, and now the turret is falling very rapidly as well. Not very much left out of YuiYui here. His entire attacking force has been taken out, and at the same time, two Twin Blades come across the map to try and deal with the rest, like half the economy out of YuiYui. This is looking very, very bad for YuiYui at this stage. And he's trying to move in, trying to get some good use of his Vindicators. Seeing what damage he can get done. He can keep them alive with some hydrofoils in the water as his anti-air. He's got one out. But there's another naval yard coming out. So there's going to be even more Akula subs, which is exactly what Demon needs to deal the damage to the base of YuiYui at this point. 4 Vindicators come in. So he knows about the naval yard. He's trying to get the damage off before he can actually build any units from there. But nice attempt on the crowd shot, attempting to get the kill on this collector over here, but ghosting it out of the refinery, keeping it alive for that little bit longer. Has managed to rebuild this collector over here, but an Apollo is out on the field, which should be able to deal with both of these Twin Blades. Oh, has it run out of ammo? No, it's just on an attack move and it wasn't actually focusing down the Twin Blades. Twin Blades doing a little bit of damage, but will he actually manage to get the kill on the Collector? It looks like it will. Just about get the kill, yes it will. So losing the Collector is a very bad move, but 3 Twin Blades taken down at the same time. Not a bad trade overall for Yui. Although having a bad economy at this point in time, has to keep all those Collectors alive, has to be very, very careful. Continuing to build up the Flak Troopers is a very good decision out of Demon at this point. Making sure that if Yui attempts to come in for any sort of bombing run, any sort of Riptide harassment, any sort of turret harassment, that it doesn't do any damage at all. Once again, attempting to go for the flak drop, but there is indeed a Apollo in position to try and intercept it on the way. Going over the ridge, not a good position for him to be in. Almost goes out of position, but does just about manage to keep it alive. A couple of Vindicators come in at the same time to try and deal with all the flak troopers. Very nice move. Oh, but some strange bombs actually do manage to keep the flak troopers alive. Okay. But Collector has gone down on this side. Collector surely will fall very quickly on this side. That one Peacekeeper is able, potentially, to deal with it and is garrisoned out of the structure. Attempting for some stutter-step mine micro out of these flak troopers, and the Peacekeeper going the other way around allows these flak troopers to actually get the damage in and potentially go straight into the Collector. This looks like it will go down. Peacekeeper looking to try and save the Collector with some nice war cells, but the refinery on dangerously low health. Red health now. Will it go down? Oh my god, very low health. A couple of normal flak attacks and this will die. Refinery goes down and there's only one Collector remaining out of YuiYui. Demon decides to stay in his main base, not do too much in the form of economy at this stage, but there is an Akula sub remaining in Yui's base. In his only final refinery of this game. Collector did survive, so he will potentially be able to rebuild this with that prospector build radius. But this Collector is a little bit vulnerable. Moving this Riptide away means the Akula sub can go straight in and attack this refinery, potentially get the kill straight away. This is his last remnants of an economy, and it goes down. YuiYui. He's got no economy left. Does he have enough money for the rebuild of the refinery? Or is this just going to be it for his economy? I don't know. I think that might be it. Attempting to go for some bombing runs, but 4 MiGs are out on the field now. There's no chance those Vindicators are going to get any damage done at all. This is looking like Demon seal the deal. Demon is looking poised to take for the win number 40. And it's looking like he will be able to do it. There it is. Yui almost but barely manages to get that refinery out in his old main base. But with that Twin Blade, with those MiGs, he can focus down all these Vindicators, and there's nothing that he can do about it. If he tries to lift, the MiGs will have a heyday. They'll pick them all off. If he stays in the airfield, they will slowly but surely get picked off by this twin blade. One of them goes down now. Finally, decides to go for the collector yet again. He doesn't know about this one in the main base, however. So this is the one thing going for YuiYui at this stage. There's a slight element of surprise, I would say. But as there's nothing to deal with this aircraft in the water, there's really no way that YuiYui can get back into this game. If he can't build an army, he can't kill an army. So last two Apollos have gone down. Demon is victorious. Demon will be a For the Win number 40 champion with a 4-3 victory over YuiYui. Managing to withstand all of the base pushes, all of the cheeses, with some solid Soviet play. Congratulations to him, and he will take home the cash prize. Commiserations to YuiYui. A valiant attempt, but not quite enough to take the victory over Demon. Congratulations yet again to Demon. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.